gravity. It moves away. So the astronaut have to pull back so that it can continue to go to the moon. If it doesn't pull back, it will never go to the moon. Right? So, but for us, when we try to pull back, a lot of us are not comfortable. Right? So we have to change that mindset. I really admire what the King has said about education. The past sales that we taught in 2014, 2015, even 2016, we are always talking about get rich soon with your cryptocurrency. 1 million coin times $30, you have $30 million, you are very rich. Yes. So that is a wrong pitch. It is going away. We must pull back. We must pull back. Right. So we have to, and because of the wrong pitch, a lot of us is talking about exchange. Exchange and exchange. And we have seen one example that 0.00018 with 1 million ones that you have is only $1,880. And that is not what we want. So we have to change, we have to revision, we have to re-emphasize, and we have to reroute back to where we are supposed to go.
Correct.
Yeah, so that is no choice. And to do that, of course, we have to restructure, what we have been doing so far. I came from China. How we did our China fair is that we do 2 days. And after 2 days, we will definitely follow by a tour. And that tour, we will try our very best to get a tour agency and to pay the tour by some coins and some cash. Simon joined me in the tour in Inner Mongolia, 360 or 390 US dollars plus 12.5 coins, 12 coins, and we go for 5 days tour in Inner Mongolia.
5-star hotel.
5-star hotel, all the way.
20 course food per day.
Yeah.
Per meal.
And every lunch and dinner, we have 20 courses of Chinese food. 20 dishes. Wow, 20 courses. And this trip, we have the 2 days and followed by 2 days tour. 700 is about 160 US dollars plus 2.5 coins for 2 days tour. Right. We've been to a place. It's called the Chow Mansion. It is from 1756. They started the family until the Japanese World War into China. They are the richest family in China. The richest. Their wealth went through 5 generations. They have. I learned something very important from them. It says, if I'm the boss, I will not run the business, but I will appoint a manager. And the manager will not be from my family. It has to be an outsider. So it will not jeopardize the decision making. And if my son or my family wants to be in the business, he will have to start from apprentice, like the Donald Trump show. And he will move all the way up in different departments. But he will never be the manager, but he will take over the father as the boss. So the boss and the CEO is always different. Number 2, it says the manager is going to retire. The manager have to recommend a new person to take over his post. But if the person that he recommend is good, the boss will continue to give him yearly dividends until he dies. Because he has recommended a right person to the company and do the right thing and continue to do a good job for the company. If he recommends a wrong person, because the company doesn't earn money, he will not have dividends, he will not have any shares. This comes back to me about our GLG. Together with Simon, Hai Hao, myself, we were in 2018, the first batch of GLG. One of the reasons, I tell you openly, why I slowed down a lot in One Life Network is because in Singapore, Terence and myself were being charged for promoting MLM. I think a lot of people know. Because of that, I stepped down in One Life Network. So I focused on Fusion. Alright, so that is one of the reasons. Okay. In the GLG, the first started by Frank Ricketts, my upline, which is not around anymore. The first role is to disseminate the correct information to the community at the correct time. In public relations, when a correct information given at the wrong time, it doesn't have that impact. The right information must give at the right time to have the correct impact. That is public relations. And the second duty is to support training, the business development. If we are able to have this collaboration, we're not worried that if we do not have the territory divide, our expansion will be bigger than what it is.
Yes, correct.
I remember once, King James called me because Frank Ricketts do a world tour. The last tour is in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I'm the organizer. He referred 3 men to me, and I get the name. I prepared them on the front row.
One man. He brings
One man.
yes.
One man, he'll bring 2 friends. I prepared 3 names card in front, the front row, because another leader and trust me to take care of these 3 persons. He will not worry that after talking to them, I will sign them under my network.
Yes.
Because he trusts me. And because he trusts me, I uphold his dignity. That I will not take his people. So there will be no worry about cross line taking other people. And then we have to support that is ethics, professionalism, and trustworthiness.
Yes.
Yeah. Support events locally and regionally. That is the camaraderie, the co-relationship, and the community. Yeah. So from 2016, I started to join London, Bangkok. In 2017, I went to Macau, Hong Kong, Bangkok. And then from 2018, I supported and I visited a lot of events. From the KL, I assisted N-Time for Penang, Malaysia, Hong Kong. I went to Bosnia. I went to visit Brazil. I organized Singapore. I helped Boon Chai and Fa to do Bangkok. I went many times to Vietnam. I went Vancouver. I went Birmingham.
Yes.
In 2019, I went Sydney, Seoul, Ho Chi Minh City, Dalat, Taipei, and China. So I support regional because that is the purpose of the GLG. However, right, without offense, we do not see many faces in regional activities, especially in Asia. Yeah. And the fourth thing, it says that in the initial GLG, as a leadership, you have to be a diamond rank. Because without a diamond rank, you do not have the structure to understand, the MLM business. But that is a primary criteria. It has to be nominated by an existing GLG member. Why this person deserves to be inside, and not by nepotism, by favoritism, and not by. It has to be by credits. There will be non-diamonds for new regions, or some regions that they do not have active diamonds, or active black diamonds, or active blue diamonds. We can understand that.
Yes.
In China, all the black diamonds and blue diamonds are in jail, and all the diamonds scared or run away. So there's no more. Right? So that is a nominator. Remember, the the manager refer a good manager, it is our responsibility as a GLG first member to recommend a good member. What happens if you recommend a wrong member?
Yes, agree.
3 months
You should be out of the GLG as well.
Yes.
Because you recommend the wrong people. You should not have the shares. You should not have the bonus. You should not have the dividends that the boss give you. Because you did not choose the right people to come in.
Agree.
Right? So you will not by nepotism. Oh, I like him, come in. I like him, come in. I like him, come in. You will choose the right people to make sure he do the right thing.
That's it.
Because authority comes with responsibility. You just have to shoulder the responsibility.
Agree.
If you doesn't want to shoulder the responsibility, don't take up the authority. The title has to be earned.
Not good.
How many of you knows football? Who knows Manchester United? You know who is Sir Alex Ferguson?
Yes.
Sir Alex Ferguson won 13 EPL titles, 4 league titles, 5 FA Cups, 2 European Championship, 9 Charity Shield, 1 Super Cup, 1 European Cup, 1 Intercontinental Cup, and 1 FIFA Cup. He has 17 championships to his name. That's why he's Sir Alex Ferguson.
That's something like Dr. Ruja.
Something like that. Right? So if you cannot be taking up that responsibility, you should not be given that authority.
Yes.
That is how it goes. Right? I think there's something that I learned from my mentor. Ability is important. Above ability is attitude. Above attitude is character. Because ability you can learn and earn. But character is inside your soul and inside your heart.
When no one is watching.
Right? I think that is very important. And as for deal shaker, okay, deal shaker need to have very strong business acumen. It needs to have very business minded. If you cannot run the deal shaker franchisee like a franchisee, like a business, the deal shaker will fail. I am very honored because in 2018 when I was in Sofia, Constantine actually asked me, you have to work in China. What is your plan? I wrote him a 3-year business proposal. What I'm going to do in 2019, what I'm going to do in 2020, what can I achieve in 2021. I did a 3-year business proposal. And what I have been doing this year is exactly what I have written to him in my report. So I believe, all because of the restructure of the company, there are some vacant in our franchisee program. We need to have these business-minded people to think how to expand the business in a business way and not by a favoritism and nepotism. We know that there's a lot of appointment of franchisee, formerly by Duncan or by Hubbard. Okay, from Duncan is either by beer or breast, I don't know. It depends which one. Both? I don't know. Right? So that is wrong. So we are out. We need to reroute it, and we have to have the right people, the right mind, okay, to do the right thing. So like what we are planning the roadmap, I think more is going to be done. Thank you very much to Simon and King for getting all these things in place. Like what I said in the franchising group, I do not have an upline. Yeah. So I'm a very independent and very individual.
We can discuss about this.
Yes. And I'm very, very grateful to my mentor and my upline, Frank Ricketts, who brought me in. Right, apart from Frank, I'm very, very respecting Yuha Pahyala because he guided me in this business. And after these two gentlemen have left, okay, I am following Simon. I know him since 2016 because it is the respect that he has earned, right, from me.
Captain.
So I have always says, as long as Simon says, you know the game?
Yeah. The game, Simon says.
Simon says, I go.
Yes.
Because that is the trust I have in him, and that is the respect I have in him. Okay, and I hope that under his leadership, we can work more cohesively, right, together with King, and we see to a brighter 2020. Merry Christmas.
So we're wrapping up. We have about 15 minutes left. I'll take about 5. And then Simon will probably take 1 or 2 questions and we close. Good. We could spend time together later at dinner or whatever the case may be. So here's wrapping up thoughts. How you guys feel about the proposal of our new company?
New company.
It's the same company, but it's brand new. We're going to fix all the bugs. We're going to make a strong suggestion. If the company decides, now they're 90% favoring what we're saying. But if they decide not to go this route, it's personally difficult for me. I'll just let you know. Because I don't see no reason to crash this business. The business is an amazing business. We all want one life, one coin, and this brand successful. Do you want another brand?
No.
Do we want another brand?
We don't need it. No need.
So, in understanding that,
We have already roll-ups, so.
and a lot of material in Vietnam, a lot of trips.
The same brand.
So here's key. In understanding that, what is the hardest way to build? The hardest way to build is when you fight yourself. When you fight yourself, it's impossible to grow. Because as you build, you tear down. Now, a lot of the individuals that fought or have fight have exit. As Simon say, we don't need to speak about them or be negative about them. They're going to be negative about us. That we know. Because in order for them to build, they have to tear down. They have to make up good reasons why they left. They may lie. They may come up with their own conclusion. That's not for me to say. But here's what's important for me to say. Why I'm staying. And why we need to unite. Because divided, we can fall. But the last I checked, it says together for more. It didn't say some for more, 1 or 2 for more. It talked about together for more. So, if I was to hit you, and I hit you with the fist, or I hit you with the slap, which one is harder? Which one is harder? You want to feel? It's not a rhetorical question. Which one is harder? Is not the fist harder? So if we are attempting to knock out an industry, or if we are attempting to knock out the competitor, what are we going to use? Not a fist? This fist have to close. It represents the ecosystem. It cannot be that I want to fight and close and I have this finger up and I'm trying to hit, I might break my finger. What is the point? Enough is enough with the bullshit. Enough is enough with the petty quarreling, fighting. Enough. Because going forward, we have to unite. We have to build together. We have to figure out a way, even if you disagree, agree to disagree. But don't tear down. Don't tear down. Because we are already fighting enough people on the outside. No more need for us to fight each other. So one of the things that we are going to encourage going forward is one brand. It's not success for all. It's not success for all. It's not one dream team. It's not millionaire club. It's not this. It's not, you see that? We're done with that. It is one life Romania. It is one life Vietnam.
One life.
It is one life UK. One life China. One life Korea. One life is our brand. We need to build our brand. Brand sells. Brand makes money.
Yes.
Coca-Cola is a brand
Brand.
that no matter what wrong they do, because it's such a brand, and we are brainwashed on Coke, they dominate the market.
Yes.
But in their first year of business, they sold 12 bottles of Coke. But you want the end result of the brand? It takes time to build. It takes time to build. You know how many people from Coca-Cola went to Pepsi? Pepsi was taking, hiring, doing what they have to do. A lot of headhunting and fighting. But Coca-Cola is still here
Yes.
as a strong brand.
Yes.
I'm interested in building a brand. And I'm interested in who's building with me. Not who's building against me. I'm interested in working together. I may not like you, but I could put aside my differences for the generation of my people. But this opportunity here is a generational curse breaker. I don't know if you believe that, but the wealth that can be developed here, you would not see this opportunity again. This is digital gold. This is a family member. Enough with the tearing down of each other. We had enough people within inside of us tear us down. The last point I want to make, and to show you our brand building. Every coin, Mickey Mouse coin, Donald Duck coin, Yo coin, doesn't matter the coin. What they all have to do, build a brand. If it was about exchange, they'll be successful. I showed you it's not about exchange. It's about brand building. It's about awareness of your brand. Bitcoin is a brand because it was the first in the market. So it's the most talked about in the market. All other brands are trying to just come up. The next brand after Bitcoin you hear talk about is Ethereum. Next brand after that you hear talk about Ripple. But amongst all the brand, you know, we are probably talked about the most. I did a research. And the research said, when you type up scam, and you type up Bitcoin and scam, there's 38 million articles, whether positive or negative, about Bitcoin and scam. When you type in one coin and scam, there's about 300,000 articles. We have not done enough as yet. We have not talked about enough as yet. Let's build our brand. Let's build our brand together. Let's build our brand united. Let's become strong together. Let's not get cocky. Let's not get full of ourselves. Let's not think it's about me. It's about you. It's about this one. Let's not be selfish. The selfish attitude don't work. If I wanted to be a selfish person and want power, I wouldn't call Simon. We wouldn't be communicating with Fred so much. We wouldn't call you here to ask you ideas and to display our ideas. We would just put the ideas on you, whether you take it or not. But we call everyone. We didn't discriminate. Who made it, God be praised. But because you made it, of course you'll be in this new format of whatever the GLG is. I was talking to Jayms, because he messaged me. That's a good friend of mine, Jayms and Frank. I respect them highly. The first GLG meeting ever was in Frankfurt, Germany. I was there when they unrolled the plan. He was one of the first members to be a part. When they rolled out that plan, it was a good plan then, it's still a good plan now. And in that plan, he said, Frank Ricketts, and to this day, it stays in my mind. He said, one for all and all for one.
Yes, exactly.
Prior to that day, we have never heard that type of slogan, and that slogan existed for years. One is such a big brand, and we have never heard that. One for all and all for one.
Yes.
One being the brand.
Yes.
I say to you, let's be for one.
Yes.
Let's be for one. Let's be one. Let's unite as one. We are one life. We are one academy. We are one team. I wish all of us massive success. I really appreciate seeing the faces I've seen here. I know there's many disputes across the globe, but we are asking for 12 months. 12 months to improve this. It has been cancer. Cancer is not going to be cured with one treatment. There's many treatments that's needed. But if you pull together, and we pull together, we'll have the success we desire. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Cancer, you can give
Let's
up,
do it.
but you can cure.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I look forward to working with you guys.
Okay, thank you, King Jayms. And two more items. First of all, when you are here, we still here, Simon, King Jayms, and we are here until the next 2 days. Tomorrow and the day after that. If you want to sit down together, share your thoughts, share your input, make sure we understand before you communicate to your team. We don't want we misleading. Maybe a lot of information, the language on captain, try to sit down with us, clarify. Is that right? What before you communicate back to your team. Otherwise, very, misleading, not necessary. Together, that's more difficult than we leave. We left very easy.
Very easy.
I don't want I to left. But to make sure before you make that decision, try to sit down with us. Ask a lot of questions, make sure we are the same talk, the same action. Maybe you have something good in your mind we want to know too. Because that will help the core team work very close together and become the bridge to the company. That's one request. Another request is tonight, I will going to send you the name of the restaurant. So if you can join about 8 p.m., we can gather in the walking street, So we hand around, more conversation, more Q&A, So I will send to you guys. Yes. Okay, one more time. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.